we want to hear your views on networking. Now, first of all, we've got 3 different perspectives, and then we'd like you to contribute. The first is Cathie Bernie, who's an undoubted enthusiast.
For individuals, it's exceedingly important because they're thinking about how to be more efficient in a very complex business environment. And they're also, funnily enough, interestingly, individuals looking at their long-term careers. And so networking, in a way, is thinking about where are they going to be in the future, maybe with this particular company, maybe not. And so networking affords them an opportunity to focus on relationships that might promote brand me, their own brand. And that's true for, Generation Y, but older people. I worked with a board last week, and one of the senior non-executive directors confided that in all his years he regretted that he had spent so much time at the desk with his sandwich doing work at lunchtime when he should have been out networking. But ultimately it's organisations, really. They need networking in order to extend their reach globally and also to leverage their resources in terms of contacts and information and ideas. I think you need to remember to be very strategic. Who are you going to network with, why, and for what?
The second is Mike Bourne, who takes a pragmatic but quite optimistic perspective.
Networking means very different things from different people, but it's creating your own networks within your own organisation for a start off, understanding who the people are, who are the gatekeepers. Talking to one of the secretaries this morning, she's saying, look, people need to understand that the secretaries are the ways to get into to meet. So that is the first step. Talking to people and getting the chance to network with people within the organisation, different functions, different areas. So you've got somebody to call up when you've got a problem. But going outside too is I think critically important. Being able to have people in other organisations that you get to know through conferences, through supplier relationships, through customer relationships, again gives you another basis, maybe just to have new ideas from, maybe a chance for another job. Lots of opportunities for people to take you forward.
Lastly, Andrew Kakabadzi. Now, Andrew takes a perspective of some caution, but also sees some benefits. He sees some issues around confidentiality, but also about having too narrow a group in your network. So is networking a good thing or a bad thing?
It's both. The dangerous and bad cynical part is when you get one group that has an overwhelming reach and is pushing their agenda in one direction. The good thing about it is you will always get people who will talk to each other under confidential circumstances because they need to explore, because they need to let their hair down, and because they need to have a confidential conversation that allows, if you like, half-truths to be spoken and half-ideas to be explored. I mean, just imagine if the CEO of a major corporation was at a meeting expressing his doubts about the future concerning his strategy, which are real doubts, by the way, and that became public. Share price of that organization would drop. But most CEOs have doubts about the future. How can a CEO predict what's going to happen 4 years with the rapid turbulence that we face right now? So you'll always need the confidentiality of a meeting to explore ideas that help you clarify your own. The cynicism is when one point of view predominates over the other, and I have to say that is a concern.
3 views. Now we'd like to hear from you. We'd like you to contribute your thoughts.